Close your eyes. With a slow, long, deep breath in, just release, let go of all the things. See your breath. It is the moment to thank Patriji on his Remembrance Day. We are here together. We crossed our path together here. Somehow we were all connected with his expanded consciousness. With his wish to see the whole world having their inner journey, knowing their truth, living their truth. And we wanted to have light in our life. In some or the other way, he came and he lit that light. He gave us the path. Choose what works for you. And make this human life fulfilled. Let us thank Babaji for guiding us on this path, on the course of truth. Unified, we are exploring. We are finding how easy it is and we are living it now and every day as we are open to experience. The experiences are coming to make us realize our own perfection. So this journey still continues, carrying our own light, thanking and remembering all those guiding lights. And today, Patriji, you may take your time, open your eyes. Welcome back to this journey of knowing our true self, what we are. Today, we are going to connect with our all-knowing intelligence, which is there to open our heart and receive the world's wisdom, the wisdom that is all known to God consciously and is available to us to know, to live. This knowledge, the knowledge of all, it doesn't bring any ego, but it dissolves any ego that we carry with little knowledge. When we know it all, we become one with all. So let us open ourselves today with this practice. I would like to invite Nitiji to explain us the summary, and she will guide us through the meditation as well. Welcome, Nitiji. Thank you.
Thank you, Prakriti. Thank you so much, Babaji. And today is the Samadhi day of Patriji. So we can all feel his presence around us. So with this, we start with chapter 11. In chapter 11, Babaji has given us a new word, enlivening the heart. So we have been doing centering in the heart space, recognizing higher self, and then speaking universal truth, uh, communicating with safeguard, and dealing with uninvited influences, forgiving with truth, and then correcting our thoughts, claiming our true desires, and creating the word of true desire. So now we have come to enliven. Enliven the heart is a very different term. It's not enlightenment. Here, Babaji is saying to feel the energies fully of the heart. It takes the practice one step deeper. So, as if you are fully connected with that all knowing intelligence, because all, as in the chapter, it is written that every law of nature, of the thought of the God, interaction of molecules, seasons, physical matter, gravity, and everything, and the balance of nature. So, God knows it all. So, when we enliven with heart, we also know all this. So, and then there is no need to guess as to what course is in our wisest interest, because our intellect may not understand everything, because the intellect works from the space of lower self, and once we are fully connected with our higher self, as we are now very much comfortable as to centering in the heart center and connecting with the higher self, and also getting signals from the higher self. So we are more connected to the heart and the guidance we get from the heart. So here Babaji reminds us, when we operate from the wisdom of our higher self, there will be no errors, no chances of errors. Every impulse of ours will be correct and perfect to bring us the experience of all God qualities, because our heart is always in connection to whole intelligence and all truth. Like so many times we have listened, and now we are doing the practice regularly. So we have started operating from the heart space, and we know this is right. And so our right and wrong are not coming from the intellect, it's coming from our heart center. So, and hence there cannot be any mistakes. So everything, um, every thought is there for us to know and think and tune into that thought. So here Babaji has explained the word mistake. So, and before discussing mistake, I would like to say that just we have learned the process of acceptance and forgiveness also very well. And now, as our internal programs are being reprogrammed in this space, so we are creating a balance in our thoughts. And now we know both sides of the thought. Like we used to get an anxiety, fearful. And now when we center in the heart space, we can realize and operate at a better way. So we don't, because now we know we have a choice. We can, and once this awareness becomes a routine part of us, it's very easy now, because already we are in week 11. So here Babaji has used the word silly also, how silly it is to emphasize that how we used to rely our decisions on intellect, and now we are relying our decisions from the heart space. So it is in our wisest interests to do that. That's why Babaji has used the word silly. And also to emphasize that God is present in everything. As an all knowing intelligence, we don't need to seek from others. So, mistake. Now we come to mistake. So, here, mistake, miss the takes of our higher self. So, the takes, the signals that we get from our higher self. I have done modalities with Dr. Newton and therapists also. So, I can say, they always say, body never tells lie. And here Babaji is also saying, don't miss the takes. So many times when body is aching and still we go on and get out for the morning walk or the normal exercise, even the body is saying no and you are doing it, and then we had a fall or a cramp. It happens because we miss the take. So always remember the word mistake. So don't miss the take from the higher self, because now we are very well connected with the higher self. So there is no chance of error and suffering. With such an awareness, every impulse of ours are correct. Babaji is saying that trust your impulses, the signals that your body is sending. So, so this is the practice that takes us. So this practice brings about mind-body alignment also. So many times in spiritual space we listen about mind-body alignment. What is mind-body alignment? This is mind-body alignment. So you may not intellectually understand everything there is now. So intellect is limited to some total of your experiences. It's coming from the past. So whatever you experiences you had in the past or from the past lives, intellect, it's stored in your subconscious and unconscious brain. Like, we know we have to walk a lane and we can go about it on our own. That's where our autonomous nervous system is operating. But when we are centered in our heart space, we are doing everything mindfully. And that's fantasy. See, Babaji has used so beautiful words which you will not find anywhere else in other books. And he has even gone to say that the intellect assumes that you are a separate and lone being. There's a problem with the lower self. It's operating from the ego space because of the impressions from the past experiences. But when we are centered in the heart space, we are no longer relying our decisions, the way we do things from that perspective. So it's a major shift. And that's why it is called enlivening in the heart space and not enlightenment. What your head can tell you is based on fantasy. So here Babaji has said, understand the word fantasy. What his head is saying is fantasy. And the heart doesn't deal with fantasy. Because heart is always connected to the unified field of the Einstein. So in that unified field, we are all one, all connected. Connected to the uh, Sarvatma that Patriji used to say so many times. So, and I have also previously also mentioned that when we are born, the moment the baby is in the mother's womb, first organ is the heart. So heart is very precious. So whatever is coming from the heart space, it cannot be wrong, because it is coming from your higher self and it is meant for you, and your higher self wants you to experience that. And whatever you manifest out of it in your reality is also going to be appropriate according to the higher self. So here Babaji has given us a formula to claim that I enliven and empower my heart to bring to my all-knowing intelligence. That's how we get the downloads. that knowingness come when we are completely quiet, and then suddenly that pops up. And that is not biased, it's just a neutral observation that comes. And deal with those thoughts. And after you have written out your creating formula for your heart, become comfortable and familiar with each section, because we are doing the practice every week, once a week for each chapter. So it becomes a natural part of us. So by the end of the week, that enlivening thing will also be within us, because now we have started tapping into the all knowing intelligence. It's already there. So here enlivening is like energy, is expanding of the energy. So here Babaji has beautifully written the kinetic signal. Feel the expansion of the heart space energies from your higher self for a yes or no signal. This chapter is getting clear signals of yes and no from your higher self. And sometimes we get, like I usually get a signal in the hand, and sometimes we get chill in the spine. Uh, and some people get sweaty palms or twitch. So for me, I get generally in my hands for a yes or no signal, because my hands react very fast. But here, Babaji has told us that you sit comfortably, and then tell your higher self to communicate, uh, and say, my higher self, please give me a yes signal by rotating my head from right to left 3 times. Now, for this, you have to sit straight and completely be in the heart space. Feel that expansion of the energy in motion, and you will definitely get the signals, because I got the signals. So my connection with my body improved a lot, and so it's complete surrender in the process. And now centering is very comfortable for us. So I hope nobody is getting any thoughts in between this quiet period practices. So this time you may get some body movements also. So don't resist, because we are completely surrender. Surrender is the key. So just let happen what is the signal is coming, because maybe it's not the head rotating, but you are getting a different signal. Trust the signal. It's coming from your heart space. That's what my experience is. And similarly, Babaji has told us to do the similar practice for a no signal also. This is to strengthen again our connection from the higher self and remove the scope of any doubt. Because when we think from intellect, we keep thinking, and judging. So here there is no scope for judging, and it is just direct signal. So the body is giving the signal, trust the process, surrender completely, relax, and allow your head to rotate to the left to get the no signal. I have got signals, you will also get signals, so trust. So this week's practice is only to get the signals. And you have to, Babaji is emphasizing here that we have to perfect getting these signals, because we are changing our programming. So I have to learn to get these signals, and by doing this practice over the week. If another signal comes instead of the rotating, this I've already explained your answers. And if another signal is coming, don't think that head is not rotating, is okay, is perfectly fine, because that's according to your physiology. So, so you can demand, you can ask your higher self to give a different signal, just to test the process. So focus on the formula of enlivening and empowering the heart, and then getting this yes or no signals. Here, I would like to say, like, I'm connected so much with birds, feather, and nature, and now we know everything is happening in our world for us, and everything is our mirror. So I am so connected with birds. So feather comes, I know their signal. Birds come and sit. Sometimes they my small house, they come from the window and go to the south part of my house, from the kitchen all the way to the open area. And it's a clear signal, just leave everything and go outside and enjoy. So this is my personal experience when I was doing it, when we were doing the course. And as I was practicing, the birds keep coming again and again, 2 3 days. So I could understand that it's something meant for me, and that's how it is. So this has given me lot of faith and has brought about lot of alignment in my mind and body. So I'm grateful for the inputs we get from masters here, Monil ji, Preeti ji, Shailesh ji, uh, and so many other people, because of which um, they are working so hard, and because of them, we are connected to our true self. So here I end my summary. Thank you.
Thank you, Niti. It's your hard work also. It's everybody's hard work. The preface itself says that, it's only your input, how much you give, you will receive. And the book says it's a practical guidance. So it comes with practice, practice, practice as much as you can. So as you said, it's the knowledge of everything, one and all, right? So it leads us to wise activity. So you covered it very beautifully today, everything you covered. But one thing I would like to connect here, that the wisdom that is there for everybody to access. In the first paragraph, Babaji says, God knows everything. He created consciously. He knows everything. The law of nature, the interaction between the molecules and the change in seasons and all that. So that is known to us. And once it starts opening to us, how do we trust it? So we can trust this inner knowing by using our yes and no signal. So that is why these two practices are put together in this chapter. So we really need to practice, practice, practice day and night if we do not have any our signal with our higher self. And you may just ask your higher self that give me my yes signal, give me my no signal. Instead of guiding initially, if you have tried guiding, it doesn't work, just ask for a free signal. And then also you can ask for any other signal if you do not like what you received. So this is what I wanted to connect between the two practices. And I hope everybody is clear with that. Anybody would like to add or share? We can do the experience sharing later, but just do the summary if anybody wants to add.
Mhm.
All
Preeti ji,
right.
I would just like to add a little bit to Nitiji's very wonderfully shared, and thank you, Nitiji, for this revision. So we had a opportunity again to know everything and good reminders for us. I just want to say that I want to add that Babaji says here that now that you know that you created out of that all-knowing intelligence, and through our higher self, that we are connected to God and we were never separated, because thankfully we were connected, always we were connected to our higher self. So it's only our vision that we lost the connection, and it's our own understanding with our lower self that we lost. And so now there is no excuse for us mm, uh, to give, because now we know that we are connected to that larger computer, the blueprint, and then now there's no excuses for us to make, and it's now we have to work to enliven and empower our heart. So this week, more focus on the enlivening and empowering the heart, I would say. And then when you're always tuned and connected, and you feel that connection very strong, and then signal also comes, and then it becomes so natural once you practice in the quiet period. But then you can just feel it every time. So like Saleji, I was listening to the video today, and then I also got that clarity that Saleji was saying, that at least you just like make sure that you get the signal, and whether it's like 100 times, 200 times, but just make sure that you get it, and then it becomes a natural process of yourself. So first practice in the quiet period, and then uh, it becomes very natural. Sorry, there's a discomfort in my eye, so I cannot open the video today. So thank you. That's all I wanted to add, that I like this so much. When I was reading the chapter and I was listening to the summary explained by Saleji, that it just went into my heart straight away. So I also got little clarity more so today. So I wanted to add that. So it becomes a good reminder for me as well. So it's not about Natiji that I'm adding, but it's also for me that I'm sharing this so that I'll not forget and I'll work on it more. Thank you. Thank you, Master.
And I would like to add just a couple of things. The in this chapter, the primary focus is on enlivening the heart. Enlivening the heart needs to be understood properly, right? And the normal person lives in the mind all the time, and mind is in control of us all the time. Now, when we talk about enlivening the mind, enlivening the heart, our mind will always put an obstacle. Mind will not like it. The mind likes to be in the driver's seat, and heart is always in the back seat. What we are trying to do during this week, it's a very important thing. We are bringing our awareness into our heart space. The heart space that we have started feeling now. Heart space is not a physical place. It's in our experience. It's our feeling. So when we are transitioning from our mind into the heart space, there is a big resistance that mind puts. Mind will not let you do that easily. So what we are learning here is the practice is on getting the emphasis on moving away from the mind. That is the emphasis. We are, anytime you move away from the mind, you have nowhere else to go but to the heart space only. And since we now feel the heart space, we are able to connect it to. So enlivening the heart is giving, or I would say, prioritizing our heart more than the mind. That awareness, this is a shift in awareness. That's what we are practicing. So very consciously, we have to make sure that the mind is not obstructing us. That is the main exercise. Then, of course, a second exercise that we are learning is yes and no. Now we are creating a code between us and higher self. It's more like a code between us and higher self. Well, okay, whenever you tell me like this, I will assume this is yes. When you tell me like that, I will assume this is no. And the yes and no are two very important communication signals. So we are first practicing that. And these two signals will become our primary communication tools with our own higher self. And that's why these signals can be anything private to me, right? So like I was very amused when Niti ji said, well, I got the signal, so you will get it. And many of the participants will say, no, that did not happen to me, right? So what the Niti ji is trying to tell us is that um, if you persist, you will be able to get it. We have to, the barrier between us and getting the signal is the mind, right? It is the mind. So once we bring the mind, I would say, make the mind sit down. Okay, sit in the back seat. I don't want you to drive me right now. You sit in the back seat. I am letting my heart drive me. At that time, the mind will resist, and that resistance is the barrier. That's why we are unable to identify. The signal is coming. Like Rupa ji has written here that mind is intuitive. She gets it in her intuition that yes, the answer is yes or the answer is no. So each one of us will get it in our own specific way, right? But yes, like Niti ji says, she got it. All of you will get it eventually. That's what she needed to add. Eventually you will get it. If not today, it will happen as you learn to prioritize or bring your awareness more to the heart than to the mind, right? As we begin to shift our awareness, we are already in our chapter number 1. We learned to feel the heart, to feel that our own center. Now is the time to prioritize it. Now bring it into the front, into the driver's seat. This is a very difficult step. I am telling you, it's not easy. Mind will not let you do it because mind will put all kinds of reasons and logic. Oh, no. If you do this, you are going to fall into the ditch and you will hurt yourself. This will happen, that will happen, right? All that mind is going to do because mind is analytical tool. It will analyze. Okay. So for the moment, tell the mind, okay, I understand what you are telling me. I am ready to take the risk. Let me fall into the ditch. I want to experience, right? That's how you will tell your mind. As you begin to tell your mind, well, this is how you are going to communicate to your mind, I am shifting my priority. My priority is to feel my heart. Heart can only be felt. Heart cannot be, and there is no other way. That's why we have these experiential signals. The signals are through our experience, our physical experience. So understanding that, well, okay, tell the mind, I know I have listened to you for all my years of my age. For so many years I have been with you. Sit quietly for some time for you to take some rest. I am going to experiment with my being vulnerable because mind is trying to protect you. And you are saying, I am not getting protected. I am going to be open. That is vulnerability, right? So when you expose yourself to your vulnerability, you are actually in the heart space. That's a clear distinction. You are prioritizing your other than mind existence. And that's where you will begin to shift, feel the shift. Okay, so allow that to happen. This week, that is the practice. We are training. Yeah, we are training the mind.
On signal, I mean, if we are in our mind, we cannot perceive the signal. So that is very clear. And also, like, we are very anxious. Whoever is saying that we are very intuitive, I mean, just check if you get intuition when there's a tough situation. So this code is there to bring clarity. I mean, I have had this issue for a long time, but still having the signal helps the most because your body is in tune now. So even though the situation is hard, you are not able to center in your heart space right away. You won't get the signal, you won't get the intuition. But just keep practicing that. The body signal will tell you first in those fractions of seconds when you are not in the mind. So this is very critical, and only the practice has to be done. And very well explained by Shailesh why the difference between the mind and heart. And many times, if we notice our experiences in our meditation, we get so many ideas, so many things. But when we want to do it, execute it, we feel so much resistance in our head. So that's the clear difference between the head and heart messages. And the more we allow experience, the more we follow our intuition, the more it becomes stronger. So yes, definitely, it's only practice. And this chapter brings a very big shift in our growth, because this is the chapter where we are connecting with all-knowing intelligence consciously. After our knowing true desire and this self-acceptance, then comes the wisdom part, and then we expand further.
Thank you. So this is all I had to add. So thank you so much for a beautiful explanation, Nitiji. Let's proceed further now.
Yeah, sir, one thing I also like to add, nowadays people are fuzzy about manifestation, because here in Singapore, I see people are reading Dr. Joe's books, like 700, 800 people group, and they want to. Until and unless you are in alignment, that mind-body alignment is not there, how will manifestation happen? And this chapter is actually talking about that alignment only.
Exactly. Yes. So it's that various people have explained the process of manifestation in their own way. But remember, when anybody speaks about manifestation, they are talking about deliberate manifestation.
Correct.
Otherwise, all of us have been manifesting unconsciously anyway. The sum total of my life is my own manifestation. I have created it, right? So in this book, first Babaji makes us recognize that you have been manifesting unconsciously, right? In your own fantasy. Now is the time to consciously manifest, and that's what we are learning in part 2, right? Consciously, how will you organize your thinking such that you can get the result that you want? Now it's conscious, right? That's what we are learning here. But it is the awareness of manifestation that people are becoming more and more aware now. That's a very good thing. Through whoever they are learning, but they are now at least beginning to recognize that I am creating my own life. I am creating my own experiences. That is the one thing that everybody needs to first of all understand and agree to. Right? Mind has to fall in that line already, that accept it. Yes, I am creating. That first thing is happening now naturally through various, maybe whatever be the reason, everybody has desires, and they say, oh, if I am able to manifest, I will be able to fulfill my desires, right? So whatever be the cause, first step is they have to understand they have been already doing it, just unconsciously. Now we are shifting, becoming conscious. Yeah, that's the only difference. Okay, and you perfectly said that when my inner and outer alignment is not there, manifestation will not happen. This is a nature's interlock. Actually, nature has put that safety interlock. If all my thoughts automatically manifested, imagine what will happen. There will be chaos in this universe, right? Because mind can fantasize anything. Okay, so the manifestation is inner and outer alignment, and also then on top of that, it is natural laws that govern it. Natural laws, right? No interference with anybody's free will is number one. So manifestations will be limited by that. Okay, so all that we have been learning very, very beautifully, and with so much love from Babaji, we are learning each one of these things. They are simple things, simple facts. We just forget it. It's
What
like,
I find different in the regular meditation manifestation practices and here is definitely the alignment what she is talking. But that manifestation meditation, we go deep in that state where our heart syncs with our desire. So those are just momentarily manifestation, and it happens, but we do not retain the state of being in the heart. So this is the biggest difference in what we have been practicing so far after knowing manifestation techniques. And here in this chapter, in this unified through Babaji, that we totally shift our existence from mind to heart. That's the biggest difference in our existence. I was a little stuck when you were saying it's not about enlightenment, it's about enlivening the heart. I was very much stuck. I didn't understand your perspective of enlightenment, but to me, that all-knowing intelligence presence and my own embrace of my divinity, it makes my that desire to be enlightened fulfilled. Because I would say that as and when I need whatever I want to know and whatever I want to live, it comes to me easily, and I'm seeing it happening. And at the same time, that nirvana is not after leaving the body. I am detached and trusting the life as it is.
No.
So I feel more comfortable there.
Good. All right. Good. Thank you. So, Nitiji, we can go forward now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's do the practice. Yes, thank you.
Thank
I
you.
will play
So,
the music.
with deep reverence to Babaji and Patri sir, oh God, sir, energies are so high. With deep reverence to Babaji and Patri sir, we start the meditation practice for chapter 11 and livening our heart. To communicate and be close to our higher self and become our master creator, as we all are, which we all are in the image of God. And with that knowing intelligence within us, let us explore and step into our all-knowing intelligence. Sit straight, clasp your hands, close your eyes. Feel the presence of the moment. Observe the inner world. And take attention to our breath. Observe breath going in and breath coming out. Just be with the natural inhalation and exhalation. That natural breath, like the fresh air within us. The breath has all the information. It's the sacred breath. Slow down. Slow down the noise in the head. Feel the movement. And its gentle nudge. Just flow with the breath. Observe the inhalation and exhalation. We are in now. Everything is passing as we are observing our breath. Gently shift your attention to the pulsation of the heart center. Our cave. The same cave where monks go and sit for days and years. This is the center where we discover let us take this beautiful journey within. And travel to the heart space. Listen what it is saying. the liveliness of the heart. Go into depths of your heart. Your core. Observe your very slow flow calling you. Silencing everything else. It's a beautiful rhythmic sound. The song of the heart. Observe the pull towards heart. The subtle pulsation. Be one with the pulsation. And we are connected to our higher self. This is enlivening the heart. The more you feel this pulsation, the closer you are to your higher self. Let's dive deeper. In your heart space. The beating in the heart. The rhythmic beating in the heart. Whispering that I am alive. And as we observe, we spread love and light to all thought forms around us. Thought forms means the gentle guidance of wisdom and love to all uninvited influences in my aura. I send you all love and light. You all have a perfect place to go. And I request my higher self to take you there now. You all go in peace. See them all going to their destinations. And now I close my aura to all except my higher self. Continue to feel the pulsation and going deep within. Let us now remember few aspects of Creator. God within us, that all-knowing intelligence within us, the light that brightens the darkness, the wisdom that enlightens the ignorance, God is light, and I am made in the image of God. Hence, I carry the same aspect that God has. Because I am originating from the first thought from which everything else has originated. Hence, I am light, and I am that wisdom which brightens every ignorance. God is love. Love connects us to the entire existence and connects to me as well. God is love. I am love. God is peace, bliss, joy, and happiness. And I see all these aspects in myself. I am radiating peace, bliss, joy, and happiness. God is present everywhere and in everyone, like my Creator. I am also present everywhere and everyone. God is all knowledge, who knows how planets, stars, galaxies move around, how flowers bloom and wind blows. And that beautiful rain meeting the stream and the stream meeting in the ocean. And because He is the Creator, with all knowing intelligence, and I am made in His image, I have all the information God has. I am also all knowing intelligence. God is perfect. We are perfect. Falling leaves from the tree, the fresh breeze, beautiful stars. Everything is perfect and perfectly made. God is perfection. I am perfect. God is non-judgmental. Everything and everyone are same. I am non-judgmental. These are all aspects of mine as I unify with the Creator. So my dear higher self, give me my signal now. my guide, my bestie. Give me your signal. As a reassurance, or a yes in my right palm. Or anywhere in left right part of my body. Give me your nudge. Here we have to be in full acceptance. Be aware of your body. You might feel a rotation in the head also. Sincerely surrender for the signal. In that expanded energy of the heart. Once we receive our yes signal, we can ask the higher self to give us a no signal. Please make me feel a no signal in the left part of my body. Be open to receive signal in a different form than you asked for. You can ask in the form of a rotation of head to the left. Let the energy flow through your body. Being in full acceptance. Don't judge. Do not doubt. It is your higher self guidance. Accept it with love. as you receive your signal for me. I would like to wait another 30 seconds for those who have not yet received the no signal. And just align with the energies in the body. You will definitely get the signal. Once we are done, we can close our aura to all except our higher self. Let us thank our higher self for giving us the signal. It sprouts faith within us that we are well taken care of. With this flow of love, and it, everyone is coming to your thoughts now. And love to entire creation. And love to the beautiful Mother Earth. Now gently come back to our physical senses. We can rub 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And once you are ready, you can open your eyes.
Let us continue the practice for another minute. Bring your hands to your heart space and repeat within. Dear God, my
Dear
Creator,
God,
my Creator, thank you for my heart, my cosmic connection to you and all of your creation. Thank you for the knowledge of creation, knowledge which is mine. I do now empower my heart to receive all that is mine in love and peace and joy. I thank you, God, for never letting me separate from my higher self. I thank you for always providing me with a link to my whole self and to you. You may take your time to come back after completing this practice today. Thank you. Once everybody's back, we can share anything, or we have another song for today. So just take your time so we can enjoy it together after your sharing, maybe. Anybody would like to share your limiting beliefs or your correcting thoughts to access all wisdom?
I would like to thank Neeti ji for this beautiful meditation for all of us and beautiful practice we have gone through together. And definitely it was, this is a very important practice. We have to continue to practice it. It's part of our continued efforts to be in our heart space. So this practice is very important for all of us.
And today the energies were so high. She went into that state immediately, and we were like talking also. So yes, even for
The moment I said Babaji and in the heart space, oh ma'am, seriously, this is a hot seat.
Yes.
it was
Yeah.
very nice, and we could all feel it. Maybe even due to the energies today, it was very deep. Even for some time, I didn't feel anything.
Today is a day of expansion. Patriji expanded into millions of hearts today, right? So this is a day of expansion. This is how we grow and expand from one body into millions of hearts. That's how it is. So beautiful.
Babaji preparing all of us to be in that state. So just continue in practice.
Yes. So while you are enjoying this beautiful, loving energy, I will play this song for you. A new song we are presenting for all of you today and dedicating to Patriji. Right? This is a song of love, as we are doing in this program. So, Song
Do
of
share the screen today.
I will, yeah,
We'll
I will,
offer it to Patrici.
sure.
ये सृष्टि रची प्रेम से, हर रचना में है वही रस। हर अणु में, हर तरंग में रहता है एक वही बस। हर रूप, हर ध्वनि, हर रेखा प्रेम की लहरों को ही देखा।
हम सब प्रेम है, एक राग है जो जोड़े सबको।
मैं भी तू भी प्रेम का रंग है, जो मिल जाए रंग दे उसको। हम सब प्रेम ही है, हम सब प्रेम ही है।
हर दिल की धड़कन कहती है, प्रेम की धारा बहती है।
पेड़ पंछी तारों की छाया, हर काया में प्रेम समाया।
हर जीव में है वही स्पंदन, हर पल में है वही सबके संग।
हम सब प्रेम ही है, एक धारा है, एक प्रकाश है। महसूस होता है जो दिल से, वो प्रेम का ही आभास है। हम सब प्रेम ही है, हम सब प्रेम ही है।
खुले आकाश की नजर में, तेरे स्वागत में जो मुस्कान है।
बच्चे की हंसी फूलों परोस, हर पल प्रेम की ही पहचान है।
हर पल नया प्रेम दर्शाता है, यही मेल हमें जगाता है। प्रेम हूँ
Thank you, Preeti. Thank you for making this beautiful song for all of us. Thank you.
It's so touching.
It is. Okay. So anyone would like to share or ask any question, something? Please go ahead. Yes, Anna, go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to share something because I think it was when we did this chapter that I went for a walk after this, and that enlivening of the heart was so profound that, I saw heart shaped in everything, all the trees around. And from that day till today, whenever I go out, I don't know, I find the foliage all in heart shape. It's so beautiful that I haven't forgotten that memory. So it is everlasting, that feeling. So I just wanted to share because her work, when I'm looking at the trees, मुझे सारे heart shaped ही लगते हैं अभी भी. So it was so powerful that first time that we did this chapter, enlivening the heart. That memory is so vivid, I cannot forget it. Thank you so much for helping us experience this. Thank you, thank you.
So very true. Even I am noticing that in every tree.
Yeah, मैं सोचती हूँ,
Every
I'm actually visualizing it. It's not a heart, but I can only see it as a heart.
Mm. Even if the tree is huge, it will make a center like in middle
Yeah.
something. Like it will
Yes, yes,
communicate like
yes,
that.
Preeti ji. It's so true.
I noticed when I was recognizing it, then I remembered your post. One day you shared that.
Yeah, that trees in my area, like, I see it every day. But I feel all the trees are like that now.
Yes. Yes. They communicate actually. They just acknowledge our talk.
The entire nature is filled with love. It's made of love. So when we open our eyes to love, when we become open to love, we see it everywhere. It's our own inner reflection that we see outside.
I was amazed. One day I was making paratha and it got real heart shape imprint on it. Really amazed to see that. It's rare to find. But I was in the process of serving, so I could not take a picture. I just passed it on. Okay, this is for you now.
Yeah. It is something to be felt. It's to be experienced, right? It cannot be described in words. It has to be experienced. Yeah, definitely.
Your mic is making noises. As if it is shaking. No static noise, it's like shaking. So if we do not have anything, can we close, Shalishi, or you want to talk on anything?
Nothing very specific. If there is a question or something, then I can answer the question. I keep on having lot of topics in my head all the time. So
I mean, yeah, don't be any question, but I think if we have any topic, we can talk. As I said, like anybody can list or share what you released in this particular week to open to all-knowing intelligence. That will be a great, looking back and finding where we established our own connection with our true self. Ji Sheelam ji.
Yeah, Atma Vandan to all. I'm so glad we are redoing all these chapters. And Nitaji did really present it very well. To tell you frankly, this chapter was some sort of a block in my mind. I was not really understood earlier clearly. But to make a gist of it today, I understood that we are always led by our lower self, and we always think, and we think that is a right signal. And when we fumble, we realize it is not true. And actually, the real signal or the all knowing intelligence is in our heart space where our higher self is there. So, actually, we have to concentrate and connect to our higher self, and higher self is the one who gives us signal. But the signals from higher self are always very pleasant, and we feel them only when we ask for them. Otherwise, many times we get signals which may not be actually from higher self, and we can get misguided. So things are much clearer today and looked really, much more enlightening. So just wanted to thank and share few of my thoughts, and it was really wonderful. This is just to help us make our formula. I suppose the fourth requisition of the 7 words of our formula, which is thoughts. That's exactly what is trying to clarify in this chapter by saying and living in the heart, isn't it?
Correct. That's right. Absolutely. Yeah.
I like the word in living the heart.
So thank you so much for the wonderful guidance you people give us and make things much more understandable.
You shared a very profound thing that you keep getting signals all the time. Can you just make a note of your thoughts versus the signal that you receive?
Well, I will actually right now. I am a bit in a
it's a very,
confused state.
yeah, even I
Yeah,
agree. Even I do get sometimes, and they are different than the signals that I have, but they are there to protect, they are there to guide. So
yeah,
just if you can find any, you just share with me.
definitely.
Because there's always a response as signals, response to our thoughts. So either they're saying do not think like this, there may be another way to think, or either they're saying that okay, you're going ahead, you're doing good, just go ahead and think little deeper.
Mm.
There could be things like that.
Thank
If
you so much
physical,
for the lovely song, Preeti ji. It was really, you're really wonderful. You make such wonderful songs touching our hearts.
yeah,
We
thank you.
made it, I made it yesterday, and just the way the picture came, I mean, it was amazing. Only the flowers are flowing. So amazingly, when we work like this, things are divinely guided. You just become a
Mm.
medium.
Yeah,
When you are 100%, I'm actually 1% right present, to tell you frankly. Because involved in the family commitments of my grandson having had his knee surgery, I don't want to miss anything, but meantime, I feel guilty I'm not able to give 100%, though I try my best, the usual pressures from the why you have to go say all the time meditate, meditate. And I tell them I get some inner peace, so I have to do it. So I have to push myself. So,
yeah,
but anyway, I know I will definitely achieve it. Thank you so much.
How much you're doing, I think that's, that acceptance is also a lesson. How much we are doing at one time, because we
Yeah.
cannot do 100% at one time also. If you see how this course is going so far, like we took a break and we are revising, and in that process, we are also working on multiple things.
It was
So
great that you decided to revise, really, because once things are more clearer, then we can step ahead. Thank you so much.
6 months is now expanding to 8 months. But yeah, we are doing experimenting with new things, and it's really coming together very nice.
And seeing everybody's different concepts, I think, makes us realize many more things. The way all these presenters have given us such nice stories and stuff, it really gives a different outlook to the whole concept, which is much more easily understood.
yeah,
For us also, right? It's like how much you are getting through all these courses. It is like responded back. We are knowing that okay, it's not only one way going.
Yeah, thank you so much to all the masters who have taken the trouble to take the initiative to do the presentation and also take the guided meditation. Hats off to them. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, we are also really grateful to the participants who are really contributing. Just participation itself is so good, so very important. Today, as I was listening to you, Sheelamji, when you talked about we get other signals, the thought that I had in my mind was about our awareness of the body. Many of the signals come through the body, right? Body delivers a lot of signals to us, but we are not conscious of the body itself. Just one day, just sit and think about it. Most of us are mostly in the mind, in our thoughts. We don't really pay attention to what the body is trying to tell us, right? And when we are doing these practices, these quiet period practices, looking for a signal from higher self, and trying to see, okay, what kind of kinetic signal we are getting in the body, then we bring our awareness to the body, right? And as normally in our meditation practice also, we try to become aware of all parts of the body. That is a deliberate attempt to bring us in connection with the body. Body is a phenomenal machine. You know it as a doctor, of course you know it. It's a phenomenal machine, and it is our connection with our true self.
Yeah.
So, becoming fully aware of what the body is trying to tell us is important as well. Continuously, it constantly tells you things, and um, today, like last night's experience, I'll tell you, I slept so deep in my sleep that I didn't realize I was in a very awkward posture. And in the morning, when I woke up with the alarm, of course, I didn't wake up without the alarm. With the alarm, I was so deep in my sleep at that time. After I woke up, I found my neck is stuck in one place, right? That sort of a thing. My shoulder muscles were in pain. They, in our deep sleep, also this happens that we are totally disconnected from the body.
Yeah,
This,
it happens many times.
yeah.
Yeah.
So connecting with the body is a very important thing. We have to remember we have taken this body for a reason, for a purpose, and then as long as we look after and utilize all the abilities that the body provides to us, we will be able to make the best of this experience. So using the body in all possible ways, not just the normal routine things, but also signals of our inner existence, right? Body delivers those signals to us. So connecting to the body with, when I think like this, I feel so much love for my body. It's just another connecting thing. The connection with my body is through love only. That's the kind of thing I'm trying to express today. I don't know if I'm able to tell you in the right way, but connecting with the body is so important. So yeah.
I mean, as if we are talking just now, feel that you're breathing and you feel that head to toe, your body. Just in that awareness, like we don't have to do anything, right? Just keep listening and then just be there and feel your breath. Many times I've said that I keep my awareness at my heart space, but sometimes I really want to see if there is any block I'm holding tight, any of my muscles. Just notice all those. So there we are hiding those emotions. Every cell stores our emotions.
Mm.
So I think that's what I could understand, like as you're sharing. As I said, I keep getting sometimes very high vibration from one side, sometimes all over the body. It's like every cell is tingling, 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 and then
Yeah.
it's not in the meditation. It's just open eyes doing working. So those
There
vibrations,
was
like not.
also, the body has the 7 chakras which are also controlling all our emotions and the past karmic account, which also keep acting side by side. Though we are trying to say we are controlling by connecting to the higher self and our clutter in the mental thoughts. It's all, part of the, I think, whole body which goes through whatever it goes through. The pleasures of the body is the one which makes our brain think with our lower self that this is the signal because they want to enjoy the stuff. So body has a part in every aspect, I
Yes.
suppose,
Yeah. Yeah. Perfect. Correct. Great. So thank you so much.
So,
So I just want to also tell Sandhya ji, I sent you a separate message to you directly. I shared something with you. Have a look at that, please, and give me a feedback. Yeah, good. Thank you. In the background, just not to make everybody curious, in the background, we are doing a lot of work to enhance our future delivery of this course. So I keep on requesting feedback on some experiments I keep doing. So that's one of the things I shared with her. It's in Marathi. So I requested her to give her comments on that. We want to sort of remove the barriers of the language as much as we can, right? That's the kind of thing. So it's for future, but one step in the right direction.
so tomorrow we'll be doing the chapter 12.
12, yes. Tomorrow we are doing chapter 12.
Okay.
Sandhya ji, did you raise your hand?
Yeah, may I just say one thing?
Yeah.
See, frankly enough, the only thing today's chapter, I just think about how to deliver it to students. I basically deal with 15 to 19 age group students, that age, I mean, the teenagers, what I call the hormone crazed teenagers. So anyway, this heart space versus mind space, the best thing I realized how to explain was like, I still remember once I was fighting with my mom as usual. I mean, I'm the middle child, so as a middle child, I always claimed that my mother did not like me at all. My mother never loved me. Sorry. Yeah, she loved the older one because that was the firstborn. She loved the younger one because that was the youngest child. And I was just aa gaya bacha, kya kare. And then one fine day, my father just looks at me and he's like, आप ऐसे सब सोच रहे हो. I said, what do you mean? I know it. And then he says, yeah, but whenever you need anything, you go and tell mom,
I'm
right?
not interested in the burgers.
Yeah.
You all can go.
Then the next question, then I said, yeah, so that's because I'm frightened of you. I mean, I said all these standard words, but I wasn't really frightened of my father. Then he said, okay, fine. What about everything which goes into your lunchbox? Somehow you always like it. On your birthday, everything nice happens. Why do you think that happens? So then I realized my mind was thinking, so that concept, like the mind versus the heart, for youngsters, it will be, or other, even the beginners, probably, it's very easy to understand. They were just saying heart space and mind space, or the intellect and the heart. That love versus thinking is really difficult to dissociate.
Yes.
So
And
this was
especially
why.
at that age where they are in their physical drive is different, right? They are so much full of energy. This is their energy creation phase of life. So in this time, talking to them about abstract things will not be easy, right? This is an abstract concept. So instead of doing that, we can always guide them to be aware of where their awareness is. Be aware of where your awareness is. So, and like I can guarantee that 100% of them will be looking at what they don't have. That's where their awareness is. I need to be like that. That's the teaching. They've learned it from school that I have to become like Gandhiji, I have to become like somebody, right? In the process, they are forgetting who they are, right? So our guidance to them should be to to bring your awareness on what you have, what you are, right? So, however you are, don't evaluate yourself from external perspective, from everybody else's eyes. Learn to see yourself the way you are. I remember this thing. There was a young boy here in my friend's son. He finished his school and was going to university. So the parents were all very anxious, this guy is going to go and live with the other boys in a separate house, and I don't know what he will do. He's, as it is, very irresponsible, and so all kinds of things. They were talking to me, and I said, well, don't. He's growing up, and you have to have confidence on him. So I met with this boy, and I told him, his name is Shashwat. So I told him, Shashwat, do whatever you want to do, right? But don't try to be like anybody else. Be your authentic self, right? Don't, and you won't believe that this boy completely changed after that. Prior to this, in his schooling days, that's the age where they want to experiment. Through experiment, they are learning, right? So after this thing, he went through that entire. Now he's out of university. He's running his own small company. That boy, right? Whose parents never believed that he could ever do anything in his life, is a responsible owner of a company. He's doing his own business now. So what I'm saying is, when we give them the authority to be themselves, just be yourself. Whoever you are, doesn't matter. Bring your awareness to who you are. Instead of trying to copy somebody and become somebody else, you are doing no justice either to yourself or to that other person. Because you can never be like anybody else, and in the process you are losing yourself too. So instead of distracting, bring your awareness to yourself, whoever you are, whatever you are, and be that authentic self. Be yourself, right? And their inner wisdom is good enough. Once they bring their awareness to self, they really become much more responsible than we can even imagine.
So Sandhya ji, what is the pattern you have found in that age group? Is it like rebellious or
Very rebellious. That is one thing. And the major thing, that's why I was just wondering, will they even understand that word awareness?
Yes, they will.
So if everything like age appropriate, and now I'm looking at Indian kids.
Yeah.
So I mean, at different age groups, how to go with it.
You can make them understand about awareness by asking them to, okay, tell me what you are thinking. Just bring try to see your thought. See your thought. Okay. See your thought. When you say see your thought, they will actually immediately try to see what they are thinking. That is awareness, actually. Trying to see your thought is your awareness. That's an example of awareness, right? So being conscious of the thought is important, right? That's the awareness. But
and I also
when we give them the authority to be themselves, their awareness comes automatically to the self. And when they learn this technique at this age, they will be abundant people in future in their lifetime. They will never have shortage of anything, because now they are learning at this age to be aware of what they have, not aware of what they don't have. Their perspective will change. Their awareness is now shifting from trying to be like somebody else, which will always take them to what they don't have. When I try to be like Sandhya ji, I have to figure out what does she have that I don't have. So I'm bringing awareness to what I don't have. always trying to strive to be something. So constantly chasing lack. When you give them the authority to be yourself, you are not chasing anything anymore.
I'll tell you why I said age appropriate. I mean, I can understand what you're saying.
Hmm.
I'm just trying to put it in context with the students I face. See, in school, it's like the kids are growing up. Only, I mean, in the younger classes, they're told to emulate someone as an ideal, not an idol, ideal. That is why be like Mahatma Gandhi or be like so. The idea is non-violence.
Hmm.
So, or rather, even bullying for that matter. So,
Yes.
that's why I'm just like keeping shut because I'm like, okay. And by the way, my school is 4,500 students. So it's like a mini university for the Westerners. That's my school. So it's like, okay, let's see how to manage it. So this vertical integration concept might be a bit tough,
Try.
though I'm
What I'm
just
saying
keeping
is
it.
try with 1 or 2 students. Try it with
Okay,
them.
for 1 or 2 students, it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's like across the whole group, how
It-
to manage it. That is all I'm wondering. I'm being very honest. Like
yeah.
they write SOPs for the universities the first time. I want to make pots and pots of money. I said, oh my goodness gracious me. You can't write this as statement of purpose to a universe for a university. Okay. I mean, that is the level of their thinking. The bulk of this is I'm sorry, I'm going into specifics. So, okay, I'll think about it and
Yeah.
get back to you.
But
Just
what I
try.
think,
All I'm
yeah,
saying is in whatever way you feel comfortable, try to share this thinking with them. That
also her own
Yeah.
experience is guiding, right? So what just now what you shared about your feeling, that my mother doesn't love me. It's you remember that fight in you. So that is there inside every kid. I mean, they criticize their parents as much. I mean, there's a little thing they have their expectation, and then they say. So I think you already have that, that knowing inside you that will help you guide them intuitively. And I think guiding them one by one is better than because everything may not work for all the kids. And at that age, I think it's very difficult to expect humility in them. They are in the they are compared so much that they are in the competitive mind.
exactly. And that's one thing in Indian culture. We teach comparison right from the nursery class.
Parents. I blame the
Competition.
parents.
It's not just the parents were also brought up in the same way, right? That's how they have become like that. Competition is because of the numbers. Resources are less, supply is less, demand is more, right? So demand being more, everybody is competing for that little resource. So that
Okay, fair enough.
competitive thing is because of the environment, but we have to give them to understand, well, okay, to some extent competition is fine, but it should not become unlimited, right? If you say when somebody says I need more money, okay, you can have more money, but how much more? Think about Adani. He still wants more money. What will he do? Tomorrow he will simply plop. And then what is happening? So we have to put a sort of rational objective. Competition is good. Healthy competition is good. You strive to be more, right? But then to what extent? At what cost? By sacrificing all your life to earn some money, what have you done with that? Okay, now once you have the money, what will you do with it? Your life is gone. All that life that you struggled for the money is gone. What is that money for now worth? It's useless for you. That's what people need to understand and realize, that at what cost am I trying to get something? Is it that much necessary? That rational thinking, but that will come with maturity. To the kids, this doesn't matter. To the kids, but one basic principle that every kid must learn, that we need to, this is a correction in thinking, that you don't have to be like anybody else. Just that one thing. Be yourself, be your authentic self. And tell this to children, and you will know, you will see the repercussion.
I have also,
Shailaji, can I contribute?
Yeah.
yes, Sheelamji. One
No,
thing I
because
would add, I mean,
I,
I have also seen many kids, they do not like themselves. They say that they do not have anything good in them. And, they do not recognize their uniqueness. It's because of that, like they are compared so much that they do
Again,
not.
parenthood
yeah,
comes from
I,
parents too.
no, I would say it is the upbringing these days because both mother and father are working. They don't have really time for the children. They just want the children to get good mark and they want to take a profession where they can make money. And they are always told, you do this profession, you can make more money. And that's what the child is thinking. Now, what you'll do with money? I will enjoy life. That they don't know what is the enjoyment of life. No, I'm just giving a simple example. I have only one daughter and in Dubai, it is no co-ed. The girls are separate, boys are. When she had to join college, it was co-ed. I'm telling you in a hurry because I don't want to take too much time. And when she went to college co-ed, she was sort of confused. She came home and said, Mom, why I am not getting any boyfriend? I said, you go and go to college or school to make boyfriend or girlfriends. Be friendly with all, but don't have attachment for anybody. Because ultimately they'll be the cause of your inner hurt. And I used to tell her, don't discard anybody, but be as good with everybody. Then when it came to profession, everybody started goading her. Oh, your mom is a doctor. Don't you want to be a doctor like her and this and that? She frankly told them, her white coat is attractive, but I can't work like her. So I told her, no, you take any profession of your choice. There's no problem. But you should be number one in your profession, not just do a degree for the sake that, you have to do it. So she said, I would like to do business studies. And somehow till school she was very average. But once she got distinction in the college, throughout she got distinctions. And then she went to America for the last 2 years because in Dubai the college didn't get the recognition from UK. And she passed with in the dean's list with the highest this thing. And she was recruited for a job of MBA. So she always keeps telling me, you wanted me to do MBA. No, say I'm already getting an MBA post. So any child should be encouraged, do what you love, not because your father is something or because you have to make money. Money is not everything. It comes, it goes. Thinking of money, you will achieve nothing. Totally, you will become a pauper also someday. So priorities is to do something best in whatever field you are interested. Like my cousin's son was interested in paintings and drawing. So he was encouraged from childhood only for that. He took that as a profession and today he is this thing. What do you do? That for cinema you make that fast painting, no? He's an expert and has got a very good job in that. So it's not that they have to take like in our times only doctor, engineering or lawyers. It was fixed. There is now the vast choice should be what the child is interested. So I think it's because parents have no time. So sometimes when teachers see the interest of the child, should encourage in that field and tell him he's got a very wide scope in that. And another thing I want to ask Shailaji and me, you all teach meditation. When you take the word meditation, these children don't even want to understand what it is. How do we encourage them?
We
They
should
think it's
not
all.
we should not tell them to do meditation at all. This is my personal view, of course. It may feel very odd to people. I would not tell children to do meditation. Preeti will not like it, but to me, children, these beings whom we are calling children, they have done enough meditation in their past lives. They are not here to do meditation anymore.
No,
They have
only
done.
to calm their mind, Shailaji. They're not focused on anything. So I always say just 10 minutes. I'm not asking more. Just close your eyes and try to think because once your mind is cooler, you will be able to think better. You will be able to know what you want better rather than go on into all this, because these days, filmy world, everything confuses them a lot. They don't know
Yeah,
what is the reality of life.
correct.
There's no moral science classes,
Yes,
you know.
the times are different, and the times are different because today's generations need these new ways of doing. In our times, there was need for all that, and that time is over. We don't have to have the same conditions for the new generation at all. It's not necessary. Their needs are different. They are growing up in a different time. So for their times, the needs are different. Or what we have to understand is that if they are constantly in the mind, constantly busy in the mind, what could be the cause? The cause is
Confusion.
struggle to do too many things at the same time. We are asking them for so much that they don't know what to do. All that. And we means not just the parents, it's the society, the social system, right? Is asking them for too much. And they are saying, well, okay, the struggle is between what they want to do versus what is being asked of them,
Yeah, very true.
right? That struggle is causing the problem. So what I am trying to suggest here is when we tell them to be who they are, you don't have to be like anybody else. It's not necessary. You are not putting your life into danger at all. You just be yourself. That will automatically calm down lots of things in their head. Now they don't have to compete with anybody, so all the stress is gone. Be myself is something very important. Now, as far as meditation is concerned, at this age, instead of telling them to do meditation, tell them to just relax. Ultimately,
Relaxation
meditation
is only
does
watching
relaxation.
TV. Watching TV
Is not
is
relaxation, that they have to be told. TV is not relaxation. When we say relax, relaxing is for the mind. And mind will relax only when you don't give it anything to do.
But definitely at their age, they don't want to be idle, and
Hmm.
then there comes the art activity and all. But what I could hear tell from this, conversation, that um, there is a lack of love. Everybody is living in mind. The whole society is living in mind. So
Yeah,
that
very
lack
true.
of love is missing. Even the study that we are doing, we are not loving it. We are just forcefully doing it. So that is where everything is chaotic. What we are
No,
pointing,
tension is too much in
they
the
are
parents.
no, but the kids, they are fine. It's work for us. We are not here to teach kids, unified to kids or meditation to kids. We are here to uplift ourselves. Then our speech, our thinking will change, and they listen us more. As I have seen in my last 5, 7 years of journey, how my conversation and my thinking is shaping. I won't say it's 100% there, but it's evolving day by day, more of understanding with heart space. And that gives space to the kids because they are already there. We are not there. Kids are in their heart space only. Even if they complain, even if they throw things out of anger, if we can just see a loving, that loving heart that just seeks love, nothing else. So we are here to um, raise our bonding with our own heart, that loving heart, accepting heart, not convincing, but embracing with that openness. But there is a transition that happens, that mind conversation happens, like, okay, do you still agree to it? Do you still accept it? So last night again, my son, he started doing some tantrums, but then I did not react. And then he's saying, I apologize, I am sorry. But I said, why? You should not be, because you did what, who else will do that if you are not going to do these things at your age? I'm not going to do that. So he was like asking me to read book again and again, and I was saying I'm sleepy. But then I read it for him, and it was just my way, and he was not enjoying it much. So he said, okay, let's keep it aside. But then I was approving him, and that is what needs to be happening at, like, all the parents. Many parents are joining these courses. So we are here to practice our own self, practice love in being, and as I said, like, stay in your heart space. All the talk you hear from here, and you be here, and at times you may agitate, just reaffirm that I am love, I am light, I'm not this mind chatter. That brings a lot of difference in our being. Whether we go to hospital, we go meet sick people, whether we go out, meet party, different sorts of people, you just stay here and feel your connection with yourself. That is amazing experience I have ever had. And then it comes in our being every day, every moment. And that is what changed everything around us. It starts from here. But you see continuously 1 week, 2 week, but say 1 week is also too much to say. Even in 2, 3 days, you will see the difference.
Exactly. We are asking them to do something which we are not practicing. That's where the problem is. Right? In our legal system, when judges are taking bribes to give decisions in favor of somebody, who is going to respect the legal system?
People may not like it, but I once said that even playing video game is also meditation, because you are not there anymore.
Exactly.
Just
We, it's a different way of meditation. That's it. It may not be my way. Why does moral science doesn't work anymore? Why is it not there in the curriculum anymore? Because moral values have changed. What is moral today was not moral yesterday. In today's situation, we have to think about what is it valid today. Society is evolving. We can't keep practicing things which were valid at some point in time, 1,000 years ago. It was valid then, yes. But from that to now, human beings have evolved. They don't need that anymore. Now we need to see forward. What is our next level of growth? This is where the problem is. Parents are not practicing, just like Preeti was saying, parents are not practicing but asking the children to do the same.
also
How
one
will
thing.
they are not even presenting a good example.
As I said, like I'm not liking a few things, and I'm still coming back to my heart space again and again, affirming I am love, I am light, I'm not this, conversation or anything. Then comes the next very important thing, that, you know what, you are in me. Whatever you're showing me, I accept you. It's me. And that resistance goes immediately. That bond becomes stronger when we accept, things happening around me, somebody shouting, fighting, complaining, it's me. The moment we accept, acknowledge, and realign, okay, let's change this. I now know it's me. It's like in one moment you will just accept, and things will immediately change. It will change other person thinking. We are all robots. So we keep reprogramming others even with our own thinking, our own beliefs. So the more we experiment, we more understanding. We create more experiences. This has been like lately found and very much working 100% of the time.
Exactly. The simple things. Let's say, think about children, right? Or maybe like 15 years olds or 20-year-olds, those that age group children. They are not very small kids, right? They are able to understand things slightly more than a very little kid, right? So this is that level children, and then they say, well, their parents saying, well, okay, why don't you meditate for 10 minutes? And that child, the first time when this is told to the child will immediately want to check, what example do I have of meditation in my understanding, in my experience? Did I ever see my father meditate? Okay, yeah, he does sometimes. Sometimes he does. But what benefit of meditation can I see in his behavior? He's still the same. Then, is there any purpose of doing meditation? They analyze all this. In their head, they would be looking at, if they saw their father started doing meditation, and after meditation he became such a loving person, then yes, it is going to impress them. I would want to try it. Many people, I mean, in the PSSM circles, you would hear so many females complain, well, okay, I have started meditating, but my family doesn't support me. They don't like my meditation. This is the reason. that their meditation is not reflecting in their outer behavior.
But it takes time also. It's a journey also. Even that
Yes,
part is very much important because that's where we become compassionate, we become accepting. We could see the difference and where we were actually. That's
yes.
it.
Others observe our actions, our behavior, our action, our energy profile. Everyone is able to perceive it unconsciously. And when that changes, others can feel the change. And that change, the way they perceive it, can influence them. So, what Preeti is saying that actually, if we are heart centered, we will not have to tell anything to others. They will automatically feel it, they will know it. They are intelligent beings, right? They are just not dumb, they are intelligent beings.
Very
So,
much advanced, I would say. I mean, many kids, even though they do not recognize their divinity because we do not let them, because of so criteria that they do not fit and they criticize themselves and they do not like the society. And then the carried away way is only to watch TV or video game that I don't want to face your reality. And we think only this is the way of success, having a secure job and family and home and that. And they have had it and they do not enjoy it anymore. So they do not value it also. It's not the end.
and we want our children to be like us, right? We are at least 3 decades older than them, right? We are 3 decades back in time. How can they be like us? Their times are different. We don't fit into their time. They are
That's,
perfect for their time, actually. It is
that's why
us who
masters are
have to
making
learn
us
to be
smart.
there.
Yeah. Come to your heart space. Just do not. And like a couple of days ago, I was talking to my younger sister, and that's what she was saying. My son is 10-year old, but he's still behaving like three. So what can I do? So I said, just said that he's in his heart. You just need to come there. He's calling you there. He's helping you. But then with kids, we do a lot of muscles work, right? Just make them shut and then and do forcefully make them do things. But then they don't enjoy. They lose their divinity and then it goes in another loop. So many diseases we create and all that. So these are the outcomes actually, the physical illness and all that. But the main thing is that, so our generation, even like few days back, I was listening to Osho and he's saying that in time to come, there will be groups where people will be practicing love in small group. And that's where is needed. If people will live in mind like this for a couple more years or decades, the world, this universe, this earth will not survive. It will not be like what it is today. So we really need to work hard to come to our natural state.
This is, yeah, we have got it all backwards, actually. So once we understand that we have to change the direction of our own vehicle, then things will align.
Really, we do not have to think how these kids will do their degrees or their studies or their future because we cannot even comprehend the time that is coming. With AI, I can just tell you it's only innovation, it's only the idea which is there in a very joyful, creative mind who is actually the heart. And things are coming, many things are coming. So we just have to trust and not force them to, to be something like, you have to earn these degrees and then what, just let them explore themselves and groom them in what goodness you see in them. That's more important. To recognize their uniqueness will help them. Like what Shailesh said, that boy was just seeking that approval that he can be himself, and that's enough.
You know what triggered that whole conversation? Their parents, you know what they were upset about? He wanted to wear a ring in his ear. That
Now,
was
everybody
that
will
was
say
the
this.
cause of the whole problem. And I said, yes, it's fine. Just do it. If you want to do it, do it. And then he did it. And after that, he was so satisfied. Today, you look at it, he doesn't do all that anymore because he wanted to fulfill his experience. He fulfilled it experienced it, and after that gone. I never saw him wearing it again. See, that's where as long as you make it a battle, both the parties will not leave the front. The moment
What
you
you're
drop
sharing,
the fight, there will be nobody to fight.
what you're sharing, Shaileshi, that boy is saying, I want to pierce my ears. So the frightened mind of parent, it says, okay, he doesn't understand. He wants his ear pierced today. Tomorrow he will say, I want to turn into a girl, or to wear something like this and that. So that makes them so much fearful that they force that kid to, to be what they think is right. And then the kid rebel.
Yeah, we have to open our own mind up, our own understanding, right? We have to not forget that we are also still learning. We are not grown up doesn't mean that you've stopped learning. You have learned everything. No, we have to continue to learn. That education system that taught us to learn continues for the rest of my life. I have to grow with time. Learning doesn't stop. So when I have to grow with time, I can actually seek assistance from these people of the newer times. They can teach us so much more because for them, this time is natural. And for me, this time is alien. That's the
They ask
difference.
many parents, right? They think that it's their responsibility to teach kids the right values.
Hmm.
But the kids are inherently picking up the right values from home and from the societies also. In many movies they watch, they have a different selection. So we really need to, see how kids are seeing me. That's the very big responsibility we all carry. I was reading some book from James Redfield, I guess, is his Shambhala book, and there it says even they are researching how to raise a kid in a very stable way, the balanced way. So the research is still with humanity as well, if it is there. So we have to just work with ourselves and follow our own intuition guidance. And as I say,
Yeah.
I need to go.
I think, yeah, we have beaten the horse too much today.
But it's so much to make, like, it makes us think so much ourselves. I mean, how can, when Sandhya put that question, I never thought, like, how can I make them think like that? I was always on my side, not on the other side. But then I think, yeah, maybe it's like labeling at this age, the kids will complain. At this age, the kids will rebel. I think it happens when we face a lot of it.
Yes. Yeah, you can say Sandhya ji, yes.
Yeah, Preeti ji, just before you leave, I want to focus your mind even on a couple of other things which I've realized. Over the past, say, 20 years, the generation gap has now literally, I'm sorry, the generation instead of the decade or even 20 years, 2 decades, has now become 4 and 5 years. Kids I taught in 2020 versus kids, their younger siblings, I'm teaching in 2025. Oh my God, there's a generation difference. Because the 2020 kids, they didn't have AI. And the 2025 kid is teaching me AI. And I'm like, just shut up and let me finish what I'm saying. He's saying, no, Miss ChatGPT tells me this. I said, okay, stop looking at what perplexity. Then that is the reason why I had to learn AI. I mean, the kids pushed me into that. Anyway, that is one thing. The second thing is, life, at least in India, has become such a mess. There are times when kids come and tell me, Miss, I just need a hug before I get into the exam. I said, sure. You want me to shout at you also? Yes, please, from tomorrow onward, shout at me. And I'm like, okay, what's wrong with this kid?
I'm feeling
And
so
then I
much
show.
love. I expect that the way you are saying, that these kids
And then,
first to me.
you're either hugging them or it's a roller coaster ride. Either you're screaming at them or you're hugging them. There's nothing in between. And then, that one kid tells me, Miss, my mom is with her boyfriend in China. And I mean, that is the reason why I became such a good actress, I think. I was like, oh, it's okay. I'm here, no? Like, okay, Sunday, you need to kick yourself. I'm trying to keep a straight face when kids coming and telling you this. Oh my God, it's bad. So,
Just give
honestly,
them hugs
uh,
when you do not understand what to say. I mean, they just, they just need their part of love.
and very true. Actually, parents are outsourcing parenting. I know I shouldn't make such a drastic
No,
statement,
no, it's
but
not. It's very true. I've
that
seen with little younger kids, like,
it's really sad.
but don't take it
It is
literally,
not sad. Sandhya
It's
ji, it's not sad. Nothing is
It's
wrong.
not sad. Oh,
We have to, what we have to know is, am I not open to accepting this? This is also a creation with love, right? When a boy is telling me or a child is telling me my mom is out to China with her boyfriend, this
I'm like,
is,
okay, dear.
no, for this child, think about it. For this child, that's normal, natural, right? For me, I have to now graduate and grow to that level. I have to learn to grow, right? That's my growth. It's
Yeah, but
helping me.
that kid's cost. I mean, I have to just like kind of
you have a good laboratory experiment. Ask them to give all the classes before you give the classes. Perfect.
Yeah.
Ask ChatGPT how much you want to ask, and then give me the answer. I will teach you later. I am also here to learn from you. See that twist? It just changed that. Like this class is going on revision sessions. The class is flipped.
I,
Flipped
I,
totally true.
I can share with you something you can give to your
Okay,
students.
thank you. I'll meet you
Thank you.
tomorrow. I'll catch up
Yes,
on
thank you,
YouTube.
Preeti.
This is very
Yes.
interesting.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So one thing that you could, these chat GPT kids, these AI kids, one thing you can tell them, okay, figure out something that you can beat chat GPT at. Make chat GPT surrender to you. Sorry, I can't do this for you. Right? I have done this. I'm telling you, I have personally done this. I don't work too much with chat GPT. I work with Gemini, Google's thing.
Try Perplexity and DeepSeek also. They are the
And
other red because they get
what
into
I'm
research.
saying
It's
is,
fun. Yeah, okay.
I was able to make. I in fact told this Gemini. So you are telling me that it's useless to use Gemini? I told this much to that. I understand your frustration, but I can't do more than this. So all that kind of explanation came. You see, that when you push them deeper into something, okay, try do this for me, do this for me, do this. All that, when it starts doing, it reaches a place where it stops. I can't do any more than this, right? So give your students this task. Okay, challenge Chat GPT to a place where it surrenders to you. Okay,
Yeah, true.
then
That's
they
right.
will understand. Well, okay, there is Chat GPT, and then there is a creative mind. These are two different things, right? And
Because
then
that is built-in intelligence. This is creative intelligence. Yeah.
exactly, we have to you remember, prior to Chat GPT, it used to be Google, right? We called Google Baba. Everybody is going to Google only, right? Now they have moved on from Google to AI.
That.
So this is a transition. We are all progressing. The more we are conserving and accumulating knowledge, we are now trying to find bigger things now. What more is there, right? The abundance of knowledge is what we are approaching, infinity, right? And these are
But it's
tools.
abundance.
Yes,
It's
yes.
abundance.
These are tools, exactly. These are tools. So yeah, thank you for this beautiful discussion. It's good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'd like to hear you took it. Thank you.